Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I'm Mr. Bart, and here's your feedback. There's an apostrophe.
Raindrops are falling on my head. Are falling on my head. And just like the guys
He walks into the camera, so I'd cut like right here before he hits the camera.
the guy's feet are too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit.
It's a great sequence. It just takes place in an area that does not seem like it's actually a bedroom, if that's what you're going for. Nurse's office is good, but video angle-wise, wonderful.
The raindrops are falling on my head and they keep falling.
Here you go, man. Here's your bag of boring, generic, and plain chips.
Great job editing on the action, so like when people are moving in. At this part where Aiden says that, I think you get like a shot of Aiden and like zoom in with the camera like this. So using that camera, like your bag of boring, generic chips. It'll just give a better effect for this. Bring more emphasis. And then Matt, again, head down saying, "Okay."
I said I didn't like the way he got things done. He's sleeping on the
Pretty good introduction though. I feel like you're seeing this guy's life.
It's another boring day at the workplace.
Ultimate Battle Simulator, is that what that is?
Oh, hey, Matt, what's that? Oh.
Ben Ballou looks at the camera. Amateur.
Oh, hey, Matt, what's that?
It's something Jimmy would never do. Ruin a shot by looking at the camera.
Hey, Matt, what's that? Oh, it's just Minecraft workbench. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got a secret to tell you. Oh.
You're missing comedy gold when you're getting Matt's face from this angle. If you move the camera over a little bit to be in front of him, comedy gold.
Oh. What is it?
There's a monk named Alan Crotone. He's going to tell you.
Matt looks at the camera.
He's going to tell you all the new flavors.
The camera is very shaky.
There's new chip flavors?
I've said too much.
Vanetti looks at the camera. Matt looks at the camera. Jimmy looks at the camera. Matt looks at the camera. Austin in the background looking at the camera.
Alan Crotto? I've been approached by a nobleman named Ben.
Ben. Matt looks green.
Nobleman named Ben Balloon, who has told me you have chips for me. Do you have the chips for me?
Framing's a little off, and I hear whomever is using the camera like moving it around. So framing being off, what I mean is like this part over here is unnecessary. So if you cropped it, get rid of this dead space. Subtitles.
I don't know what you're saying, but can you just give me some noble advice on how to find some dang chips?
Try and get an angle where Matt's talking, like you see him talking. So from the other side of Vanetti, have him say the lines again. The audio is not very good. You can tell you're using the onboard camera.
All the answers.
I would do like the close-up when you're doing Ben looks at the camera. When you're doing the close-ups, use the microphone and get good quality audio. So again, this is kind of the same advice I've been giving people, but it's true here as well. If you go in and you use this as kind of your foundation, what you can do is go in and supplement the shots with close-ups. And while you're doing that, if you have people do their lines again, but have the microphone right Like if it's a close-up and the camera's right here and you have the microphone right out of frame, it will sound great, and you can use that audio for the whole thing. So you can replace this exchange here, like, because when Matt talks, he's not facing the camera, and even Vanetti, who is facing the camera, doesn't sound great. So getting some close-up audio will be very good. It will go a long way to make your video significantly better. Ben looks at the camera. Blatantly.
Oh, with the power of the chip gods.
He should continue to speak in Greek and just use the
Give me the
subtitles.
strength to change the power of the green screen.
Vanetti looks at the camera.
Give me sky. Give me mountains.
It's pretty funny.
Give me supermarkets.
You can hear people laughing in the back, and you get this, what is this weird green thing? Oh, that's from the supermarket. It'll be a lot more funny when his audio is good, and you don't hear people giggling in the bathroom.
Pizza place. And I want.
Pizza place has bars on either side of it. It's like this bar right here, and on that side, and left and right. And the green screen kind of messes up. I can show you how to fix that.
3 chips.
The chips, I can see, have a watermark on them.
Yes.
We are receiving late word from our chip overlord, Jaime Smith, that all chips are hereby banned, including plain, boring, and generic ones. And now, on with other news.
Whoa. This is the only news that is for budgets. All chips are banned because of the Vanessa one monk. He must be killed.
You're getting away from the Matt story. Focus on the Matt story. It's been set up well. Now we're getting so off topic. We haven't seen Matt, who's the main character. If your main character you're like abandoning, it's odd.
He must be killed. What? Chip overlord. He does with the chips. He does? Yeah, I can't talk. I don't know.
Matt looks at the camera.
That can't be good.
Smoother camera movement. I like this movement. I think it's very good, but you can do it smoother.
Be good.
I really like this. I think you just have to denote that it's a flashback a little bit more, but I like it a lot. The audio works well too. A little too obvious with the red mark. Close up of Matt's face. Close up, close up, close up.
I'm talking to you through your dreams. But you need to find me so I can tell you more about the chips. All the chips.
Matt blatantly walks in front of the camera because you guys have not been wasting any time, and you have plenty of time to get things done. Naruto run. I love watching people run. It's so much fun. Ah, the door closes. Matt's not there. Just have it when Matt is in the frame. Same thing. Is it gone? Green screen. That area is not very great. It's pillaring again. No idea what he's saying. He's speaking way too fast. Again, get an angle where you see Matt's face.
Please help me find the chips. I'll be find the chips. Let's go find the chips. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Mom. So polite. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Yeah, so like that audio is way better. I get it, but you have to realize This will be more funny if there is less of it. If you treat it seriously and then every once in a while go and do something ridiculous, it will be more funny, I assure you. It's when you're not expecting it, but when you're expecting it, but you don't get it all the time. Right now, you're doing joke after joke after joke after joke after joke. There's no setup for it. So, it started off pretty strong. Think about how your video started. There's a lot of building up and setting up, and then there are jokes. Those are way more funny and way more effective because you're not oversaturating the whole thing with jokes or gags like this. So, it seems counterintuitive, but less is certainly more. So if you do something like this sequence, which it's a lot of walking, so you could probably just delete, do it seriously and build up those funny jokes, because they'll be more funny because you're not, if I gave you chips to eat every single day, eventually you would get sick of chips. And I mean chips for breakfast. Well, not Matt, but every other human being on this planet would get sick of chips. So with that in mind, I really think you should condense the parts which are silly and ludicrous, because it will make those ones that are actually, that you've treated things seriously and then make it silly. It will make those silly parts much more laugh out loud funny.
The fountain of chips.
We need a visual of the fountain of chips. Matt looks at the camera.
These chips change everything.
These chips change everything, and then audio's terrible. And the camera moves. Where are they? Where did he come from?
It'll be a cold day in heck before I give you the chips.
Great line there. I wouldn't say I'm laughed out, but there's been so many, shoving buddies kind of jokes that by the time we have the cold day in heck line, which is a good line, I'm not laughing because it's like, all right, I get it. It's like too much. So I hope you guys realize what I'm saying.
What if you want to be in Club Penguin, Jaime?
Like Vanetti, if he takes it seriously, is going to be... Vanetti taking it seriously is going to help. Maybe Jimmy taking it a bit more seriously. That's not Club Penguin. Audio is terrible. We don't see Jimmy's face. There's one angle. Imagine going to the movie, seeing a battle you really want to see, and it's from one angle, and it's this angle. You'll be bored.
Do it.
I like seeing people's legs. He's sitting down. Can't hear what he's saying, can't understand. Again, get closer. I can see the end of the lightning. Looks at the camera. I smirked a little bit at this. It's funny. If it's out of character for Vanetti's character, it will kill. Meaning, like, it will be very funny. So, like, I'm not saying, like, go back and redo everything. I'm saying you do need to refilm a good amount of stuff, and I would simplify it. There's no need for this. Simplify the story and don't have so much running around, because running around is boring. And then when it comes to action sequences, I would highly recommend going on to vimeo.com/PRSD and looking up the full Peterson supremacy, because he did an excellent job with fight sequences. I mean, and it's nothing you guys can't do here. At this point, the story's convoluted. Nobody knows why Ben's there. And I understand what you're going for. Truly, I do. I just think to be more effective with it, for it to be a better quality hilarity, you don't continually go to it. I think you'll find that that will be very, very effective. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your feedback.